actually a blend by Bob's Red Mill. It's my favorite. It's called Bob's Red Mill All-Purpose Baking Flour. And it's a mix of sorghum, flour, garbanzo, fava bean, and potato starch. And then I add some vegan sugar. And what vegan sugar means is that it's not processed and bleached like regular sugar.
So is that the same as sugar in the raw?
Well, yeah, it's basically sugar in the raw. And a lot of white sugar is processed with bone ash, which makes it not vegan.
But we would be safe if we're living a vegan lifestyle to get either sugar in the raw or turbinado sugar.
And then it also goes by the name of evaporated cane juice.
Evaporated cane juice, right? So when you see even on a container that says evaporated cane juice, that's very different than high fructose corn syrup.
Oh yeah, very different. So this is unsweetened cocoa powder. And you can use any one that you find on the shelf. They're all perfect.
Do you have a favorite?
I mean, we use one just organic, one at the bakery. I often, when I'm home, I'll just grab anything that's off the shelves.
Okay.
I don't really, the chocolate chips I'm particular about. I really enjoy live chocolate chips.
Okay.
And those are gluten-free, vegan, soy-free, nut-free, and they're really delicious.
Wow.
You could never tell that they're all those things. Usually when you find a chocolate like that, it tastes kind of off, or it's like carob, or it tastes just like, I don't know.
So what would be in traditional chocolate if it's not a milk chocolate? If it was just a traditional chocolate that would not be vegan, do they still use milk solids?
Sometimes, yeah. A lot of times you'll see that they use dry milk powder in the chocolate. I think it gives it a chewiness almost. But there are a lot of chocolates on the market. I think Ghirardelli has one that's just naturally vegan.
Right.
So.
Right. Just because it is. Yeah. And I know that must make you crazy right now, Erin, because gluten-free is such a new rage. And of course you've been doing this forever, right? So, I mean, when I go into a grocery store and see bananas with a sticker that say gluten-free, I'm like, this it really makes me angry.
It's so crazy.
No, it makes me angry because people, I get angry because people are buying,
I'm happy that you're angry.
well, they're buying those bananas and paying more for them because they've got the sticker that says gluten-free, but bananas have never had gluten. And it's just crazy. So again, for you, that this is your life.
I know.
I get angry as a nutritionist. I know you must get really frustrated.
It's really funny. I mean, it's just a lot of people see it as a marketing opportunity now, whereas many of us, we just find, people who are newly diagnosed are often confused. So I guess some people need labels on everything, let's say, gluten-free, so that they can feel safe eating it. But I was eating gluten-free when nothing was ever labeled, and all that would determine it for me was reading the labels and hoping that there was no cross-contamination.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. The FDA has finally released a ruling on that about cross-contamination, so that's really great. So fantastic. So you've added the unsweetened cocoa powder, arrowroot, baking soda.
Let's see. And then xanthan gum. And xanthan gum, when you're baking without gluten, you're baking without that stretchy stuff that holds things together, so you need to replace it with xanthan gum. And it just finds it. You use just a little bit. If you use too much, it's going to be too almost waxy and like gummy.
Yeah, I know. Funny. The word gummy. Yes,
in it.
Exactly. And xanthan gum is a natural product, and I know that Bob's Red Mill makes a xanthan gum as well.
Yes. Okay, and then I do 1 teaspoon of baking soda. It's a really exciting ingredient. And then salt. I really love salt in my sweets because it sharpens the flavor. And I always notice, it's one of my biggest pet peeves, I don't know why. When I taste something sweet and I know there's no salt in it, it almost tastes watery to me. So
because it just doesn't have that balance of flavor,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.